Hello friends, in this video I will tell you how to create a LabVIEW sub-VI. Let's now understand what is sub-VI. A VI within another VI is called a sub-VI. Basically, we can reuse the sub-VI in other VIs. To use VI as a sub-VI, first create a VI, then create icon and connector panes. After creating the VI, I need to build icon and connector pane. So let's understand what is icon and connector panes. So icon is a graphical representation of the VI. Icon identifies the sub-VI on the block diagram window of VI. Next is connector pane. Connector pane defines the input and output of the VI so that VI can be used as a sub-VI. It is nothing but a set of terminal which connect the control and indicator of the VI. This is the program to convert binary input into decimal number. I have already explained how to create this program, how to build this VI in previous video. I am going to create this VI as a sub-VI. After creating the VI, the first thing which you will do is to save the VI. To save the VI, you can go to the file, then click to save. I have already saved this VI by the name of binary to decimal number conversion. A default icon always contain an integer value, which means how many VIs I have opened since I have launched the software. Now I will create a custom icon which will replace this default icon. To create the custom icon, just right click here and click to the edit icon, or else you can directly double click here. An icon editor window will open. With the help of this icon editor tool, I can modify the icon manually. To create a custom icon, I can use this given tool. Here in the given tool, I have pencil, line, color dropper, color bucket, rectangle, fill rectangle, ellipse, filled ellipse, eraser, text, select, move, and foreground and background tools. With the help of this tool, I can flip the icon horizontally. And this is a clockwise rotate tool. With the help of this tool, I can rotate the icon in a clockwise manner. Now I am creating very simple icon for this program. For that, I am changing the background color of this icon. First, I am selecting some random color for the background. Now double click the fill rectangle tool to change the background. So this is the filled rectangle. I am double clicking it and changing the background color. So you can see here background color is changed. Now I am changing the color of outer layer. So I have taken it as a black color and select to the rectangle. It will automatically change the border of the icon. To write the text in the icon, I have two options. First one is icon text. Here in these 4 lines, I can write the text in the icon. This is the font section where I can change the font style of the icon. And another section is glyphs. Here you can select some glyphs and drag and drop to the icon. And second option is click to the text tool and write anything in the icon. Since I am creating the icon for binary to decimal conversion VI, so I am giving the icon name as a binary to decimal. So I am typing the icon name as a binary, enter, to enter decimal. I can use up, down, left, right key from the keyboard to position the text. So here my icon is ready. I am clicking to the OK button. And now you can see here in the top right corner, my custom icon name is visible. Once the icon is created, now it's time to create the connector panes. You can see the connector pane on the top right corner of the front panel window. By default, LabVIEW select 12 terminal connector. I can choose the connector terminal as per my requirement. Since in this program, I have 4 controls and 1 indicator. So I am going to change the pattern of connector pane. To change the pattern, just right click from your mouse, go to the pattern section and select whichever pattern is required. So I am selecting this pattern because this pattern contains 4 input and 1 output, which is required in my program. Just right click to the connector pane and see some other option also. I can add the terminal, I can remove the terminal, I can rotate the connector to the 90 degree, and flip the connector vertically and horizontally also. Now I am assigning the terminals to control and indicators. Place the cursor to the connector pane, automatically cursor changes to the wiring tool, and click to the terminal color changes to black. Now click to the front panel control to assign the terminal. After assigning the terminal, as you can see, the control is highlighted. Same process I can repeat for another control also. Same thing I can repeat for indicator also. As I assign the controls and indicators to the respective terminals, the connector pane color changes. At last I can check the terminal is connected to the proper control and indicator or not. So just click here. As I click to the first terminal, bit 4 control is highlighted. Same I can check for bit 3 control. Repeat this process for bit 2, bit 1, similarly for indicator terminal also. And this is how you can create the sub-VI. That's all for this video. Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe to the channel.